Just a second. Thanks to. All right. And hey, there we go. So anyone who's watching on the stream, thank you very much. And you missed my whole intro, but that's okay. It was just a little intro, no advice. But you guys heard it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So, all right, let's get started a little bit. We'll just do some quick, simple warm up. I want to do a nice, quick breathing exercise, but I want to do some nice, deep breathing. We're going to take our 2 slices of pizza, our 2 favorite slices of pizza. In this hand, a very, very delicious slice of pizza. In this hand, another equal or different slice of delicious pizza. We're going to smell this one and then blow on this one. Cool it down, get it ready. Let's smell this one and blow on this one. And one last time, smell this one. Blow on this one. Very nice, very nice. Relaxing ourselves. Then another one I like to do, let me bring Mike in the room. Another one I like to do is attack your body. So give yourself some room. And I call it attack your body because you're just going to lightly tap your body, slapping your body, up the arm, across the chest, the other arm, get the stomach, get that left leg going all the way down, get the top of the feet, coming back up, get the back of the legs. Good. Cross over carefully to the other leg. Careful. The foot coming back up. Good. Good, good, good. Back of the head. Top of the head. Get if you have a nice new haircut, right? The forehead. The cheeks. The teeth. Good. Very nice. The nostrils. And the palms. Finally, the palms. Very nice. Very nice. Well done. Ooh, I love it. I don't know about you. I'm just buzzing. I'm just buzzing from that. It's like my favorite thing. If you ever see me like backstage and I'm about to do something in front of a large group of people, I am doing that because it just gets my energy up, which I don't need right now because when I'm doing this, I have to like always remember to bring myself down a little bit because I start talking way too fast because I love improv, as you know. All right. Let's do this. All right. So nice little warm up. Let's see how everybody's positioned here. I'm gonna keep it in the chair.
Be coming in.
Oh, there he is. Hey, Mike.
Hi. Sorry, I'm late, guys.
That's all right. All right. So we just did some quick warm ups, and we're going to do. Hold on. Let me just check on Mike's tech. There you go. You're good. Okay. So I want you to... Okay. Nice. I want you to sit up in a neutral position. Okay, we're going to work on some character stuff so you know what's going on. Just for some warm-ups, just to kind of get us in the right space. Right now, for me, as an improv teacher, what I've been thinking about is what do I need to get better with, or what do I need to remember, right, as we get back out there? We're going to start doing more improv. Hopefully, we're all doing a lot more improv than we have been doing. If you've been doing online improv, that's great. But if you haven't and you're ready to get back in the game, you know, what do you want to work on? So what do we need? And I think one of the most important things is that physicality, right? And it starts with this. So we're neutral position. The exercise is going to be this. I'm just going to ask you to sit a different way. Okay? So we're neutral. I want you to sit a different way. Feel that for a second. Just notice it. Okay? Neutral again. And sit a different way. It could even be subtle. It could even be slight. If you made a big change, in the next round you'll do a tiny change. Just notice this. All right. Sit neutral again. Okay. And sit a different way. Good. Notice it. Notice this. And one last one, and then we'll take this next one a little bit further. So, neutral again. And sit differently. Good. I want you to notice this. What is this sitting position that you're in? How does it make you feel? Who's sitting like this? What character hidden inside of you is sitting like this? Let that person out a little bit more. And the way you let them out is you let that come out, let it change your face, let it change the rest of your body. Let that character kind of fill in all the cracks and take over. What kind of person is this? Are they what emotion do they have? How do they feel? Let's see that a little bit. Let's see that in a little bit of movement. Give your character a little bit of movement. Give them something a little repetitive they can do. Something nice and easy that they can do, that you could do for, say, a 2 to 3 minute long improv scene. What's a little repetitive motion they could have? Good, good. Real subtle, real subtle. Doesn't have to be big. Nice. Good. All right. Sit neutral again. And we'll do all that again together. So we're sitting neutral. When we're going to do, when I say switch, you're going to switch into a different position. And then you're going to give yourself something repetitive to do. Switch into a different position. Something repetitive. Switch into a different position. Something repetitive. I don't care how weird it is. Just pick one, right? This is my choice. I'm rubbing this watch. Fine. Okay? Ready? So neutral. And switch. 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 All right. Nice job. Okay. Give yourselves a round of applause. Excellent job. So what we're doing here is we're trying to snap as quickly as we can into some information that's going to give us an idea of who we are, right? We want to know who we are first. We have a scene partner, and that's great. But your scene partner is, chances are, they're going to snap in and be creating their own character, or they're going to be looking at you for clues. Either way, you have to come with some information, right? So the first thing we want to do is kind of dive right in and say, okay, who is this person I have just become, right? From there, we can build on the emotion. We can build on that dialogue. So let's do this. Let's have everybody mute their microphones just so it doesn't get too cacophonous here. All right. And if you're having trouble muting your microphone, wave your hand and I will have an assistant come and mute you. Excellent. All right. So we're going to do this again, and what I'd like you to do is you're going to sit a different way, and you're going to do this repetitive motion. But then I want you to really think about this character, and I want you to think, what's one thing that this person would say, and it's a statement. What statement would they say? And then I want you to say it as that character. So here's an example of what I'm looking for. You're going to snap into it. Give yourself something repetitive, right? With my mouth. And then I'm going to think, what does this person want to say? What's a statement that this person would say? Not a question, because we're not ready for questions. We're still in content creation mode, right? Questions come when our characters know who they are and where they are, right? Then questions are, I would say, easier to deal with because we're already up in the air, but we're not up in the air yet. So here I am. I love a good baseball game. Okay, that's it. One line of dialogue, a statement. My character said, I love a good baseball game. Do I know what that means yet? Absolutely not. All I know is this guy, who seems pretty easygoing and a little old and a little tired, seems to really enjoy a good baseball game, right? That's all we know, but that's a lot. That's a lot more than I knew when I was sitting like this, right? So that's what I want us to try and do, okay? So, sitting neutral, and switch. Good. And don't rush. Take your time. Do this for a little bit. And only when you're ready, I want you to say a statement. And it's just for you. I can't hear you, so it's just for you. Good. And if you've said your statement, you can repeat it. Don't feel bad. Don't think there's anything wrong with that. Good. All right, nice job. Let's do a couple more of these. So back in neutral. Good work. Good work. Good work. All right. And switch. Good. Remember, take it nice and slow. Feel who that is, then say your statement. Good. All right, very nice. Let's unmute. And anyone want to share their character or their experience? Just raise your hand and I'll call on you so we can. Greg.
I'm so bored at work. Thank God I have this basketball court in my office.
Nice. Yeah, setting up a whole. Now we know like who we are, where we are, right? Okay, awesome, cool. Anyone else? Yeah, Lisa. Oh, let's go, Lisa. She had her hand up first, and then you, Andrew.
How long do I have to wait?
Great. How long do I have to wait? Right now, that's not really a question, is it? That's a statement. We're not really asking. I mean, maybe you are a little bit, but you're really just complaining, right? Your character's really just complaining.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, awesome. Then so in that instance, that sort of a question is a good question because it's giving information. Any question that gives information is a good question. Cool. Andrew.
I love Frankfurters, but I'm not from Frankfurt, Germany.
Nice. All right. Cool. Tells us a little bit about that character. Specific. He shares information, and then he's also like, what? I want to make sure, right? And when you do this, remember that the first thing you do, that could be a continuation, right? Like that can be part of the game of this character. The very first thing you say, just like when you're doing improv with a scene partner, which you do, you have a scene partner, and your scene partner will be a part of this, right? But when you say something in a scene, the first thing that you do, I want you to play. Has anyone ever heard play suspicious? Have we heard that, right? Jay, you've heard play suspicious. So when you play suspicious, don't just play suspicious with your scene partner where you go, I wonder why they did that. I wonder why they said that. Oh, this is why, right? that's a good way for you to infer information from your scene partner, to play suspicious. But what I want you to also do is play suspicious with your own characters. Why did my character say that? Why did I say that? Oh, is it because I'm detail oriented and I need people to know that I mean one thing and not the other thing? Maybe I'll continue that, right? Like, oh, I'd love a hamburger. I'm not from Hamburg, though. I want everyone to know that. I'm not from Hamburg. Okay, I also like Cheerios, but I'm not British. I don't just say Cheerio. I'm talking. See? So I'm building a game based on the first thing you said, Andrew, right? Because that informs us of that character. Cool. Anyone else want to share their character?
do one.
Mike, yeah?
Yes. What I said was, I wish they'd be more prepared for these presentations.
Ah, that's great. That's great. So now what that does for your scene partner is, your scene partner is like, oh man, I got to do an improv scene and I didn't study and I don't know improv very well. And what do I do? And then Mike comes on the scene and Mike says, oh man, can you believe these presentations? I wish they'd be more prepared. And now your character, your scene partner is like, oh great, we're at a presentation. Oh, this is so wonderful. This is so easy. It's so easy to play with Mike because he just gave me everything I need to start the scene, right? And how do we do that? How do we be good players like that? By doing that process of going, all right, I'm sitting here. How do I feel? I'm going to make this statement. And the sooner we get those statements out, the better, right? Okay. So with that, I want to break you up, put you guys in some rooms here, and let's practice these new gifts, right? This skill. You're going to start your scenes. I don't want to give you a premise. This is going to be like a dead start. You're just going to both sit a certain way, and then you're going to, one of you is going to make a statement first. And then from there, we're just going to agree with what's going on, right? But keep that physicality, because that's going to help you. Keep that character and that physical movement, right? You don't have to do it all the time, but just keep it going, right? Just like we do naturally. Cool. All right, so let me go ahead and break you up into some rooms. 1, 2, 3. Let's see here. All right. So we've got one extra person, but I'm going to. When you're in that room with that person, let's just round robin it a little and share that scene work with them. Okay. All right. I'll give you about 7 minutes. That's it, and they're gone. And to everybody watching, and I hope you can hear me, thank you for watching. This is the Monday Night Drop-In. We've only got 2 of these left. This is we've only got 1 left now. We're in the middle of one. So thank you for being here and checking it out. Today, like I told the group, I'm really interested in focusing on these character starts. I think it's so important that every improviser has some basic steps to get started. That was a big help to me as an improviser. I always felt super lost. How do I start my scenes? And I relied a lot on quick wit, which you don't really need to do improv. Improv is a skill set, and you can learn it. And so I really wanted to get better at that aspect of improv, and I think this is a really good way to do that. Just open up that. Start with that physicality, and then let that inform your character, just like your scene partner informs you about what's going on. Your own physicality can inform you as well. All right, we're going to give them a little bit of time to work, and we'll be back in a little bit. Welcome back. Okay, coming back. How was that for everybody? Remember, you're muted when you come back from the breakout room, so if you want to chat, let me know. But you're, yeah, good, thumbs up, awesome.
That was good.
All right, all right. This next one's going to be a fun one. I'm just excited about it. I think it'll be great. I'll wait till we get the last two.
I didn't realize that Jay's from the Philippines, Anthony.
Yeah.
Really?
That's wild.
Wow.
Yeah, what time is it there again? You said 8 a.m.?
Wow.
8:30. Yeah, 8:30 now.
Yeah.
8:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
It's a 12-hour difference. So.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Well, thanks for getting up early for us.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, a lot.
Anthony, do you like my new hairdo?
Well, it's very nice.
Yeah.
It's very,
Thank you.
very nice.
Yeah.
Very, I'm doing laundry chic.
You could ask Kristen on that.
Yeah. I like that. I like the little hairdo change in a scene. I do that too sometimes. If I'm playing a character, I might bring my hair down a little bit. It helps. Just change it up a little. That's why I keep a little play on top. All right, I'm gonna have you jump back in, randomize your rooms with you a little bit. But what I want to do for this one is, I want loud and big, and a great way to do that is to just do improv scenes like it's a Shakespearean play. So, if you are familiar with iambic pentameter, don't worry. You don't have to rhyme. You don't have to be super. Just do your best or your favorite parody of Shakespeare. That's all you need to do. So I'll do a little example of that. Let's go. Andrew, would you be my partner for this?
Sure.
In a very loud Shakespearean style improv scene. All right. And when you start your scenes, I'll let you start. I'd like you to start with something that's very modern or everyday. So, Andrew, how about we're two people at a convenience store?
Where are the Doritos? Actually, I ate them in my pocket.
What? You have eaten my Doritos! I cannot believe it. Oh, I've seen it. I've seen it in a vision, Andrew.
Yes, Doritos in the pocket. I love Doritos, nacho cheese. Fire me up and up and up. I love hot Doritos.
Ah, you lust for the Doritos, Andrew. I see it in your eyes. Thou hast craven the Doritos.
Not even my wife can turn me away from Doritos.
All right, scene. Very nice. Very nice. Give it up for Andrew. Excellent. We all know that craving. We all know that Dorito craving. Hold on. Wait, I'm getting a phone call. Yes. Doritos? No, he's not available. Nope. No, it was good. It was very good. No, he's mine. He's mine. Okay. Sorry about that. I love it. All right. So that's what I want you to do. Just have a big emotional, dramatic. And if you're not sure, like, if you're like, I don't know Shakespeare, which is totally fine. But if you don't know Shakespeare, I just want you to be the biggest overactor in the scene. Okay, so I'm willing to accept both Shakespeare and overacting. Have fun with it, and yeah, and we'll do that. Cool. Any questions before we begin? No. If I'm looking over here, I'm looking at you because you're really tiny on this side. I've got a lot of versions of you open because internet. Okay. Here we go. I like this. I like the Shakespeare improv because it just brings people out. And if we can get loud and we can get big and we can just shotgun blast that energy out there, that's really the lift that we need, because we need to just break through that thin layer. And it's hard here, right? It's hard when we're sitting down and we're facing a little camera. We're in a little box, but it's still something we can practice even when we're online. And I think it just helps us do our scenes. Get big, get loud, and let that kind of, it almost makes the scenes automatic. It almost makes the scenes kind of like effortless right from the start. I always use the analogy of wind under the wings. Like, it really kind of gives you the lift, that you need to get off the ground, and the scene just kind of goes like, if you've ever gone surfing, you know, when you drop into a wave, I've gone surfing once, and I'll never forget it. But you know, you drop into a wave, you ride that wave. It's the same thing with improv scenes. You need a little bit of that energy. You got to swim really fast to get out to that wave, and then once you're in it, you're like, okay. But you put the effort forward in the beginning. So the more effort we put into our scenes at the beginning, the more they can kind of coast. The end of the improv scene is already in the room with you, which I think is such a lovely quote. It's not mine. All right, so we're going to let them play for a little bit, and we'll be back in about 7 minutes. So get yourself some more tea, and we'll be right back. Hey. All right, all right. How'd that go for everybody? Good? Yeah? Any comments or questions or insights you want to share? Feel free. If you got them. If not, no worries.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So from your experience, what are the best times to end scenes? If someone's not ending a scene for you, like if you're, in a private room and you just decide, okay, now's a good time to end the scene.
Yeah, if you feel like now you want to be done with that scene, I leave it to you to end the scene. So as everybody comes in, let me reiterate that. So Greg was just asking, when's the best time to end a scene if you're just privately doing an improv scene with someone, or maybe you're rehearsing and it's just the two of you in a room. How do you do that? Whenever I feel like, I feel like the scene has run its course, or that's a really good moment. There's two times to end a scene: when you've hit a really high moment, or you are feeling like you're reaching a low moment and you don't know when the next high moment is coming. You just feel it. We've watched lots of movies, all of us, and we've been we're natural editors. I think everyone has a good idea of when something is done, when something is still going. When you feel like it's done, just go end scene. That's it. I just do that. I go end scene. Nice job. I really like playing with you. Like that's just like we would, just like you would a dance. Like if you get tired and you want to sit down in the middle of a dance, in the middle of a song, right? You can. You can be like, okay, all right, I'm done. I'm good. I got to take a break. Right? Same thing with improv. Just be like, all right, end scene. Cool. I want to do a different one. Cool. Answer your question. Yeah. That's a tough one, right? That's like, what do I do? Because you don't want to be rude. You don't want to be like, well, it's not like I don't want to do, but like, I feel like that scene was over, and that's fine. Just call it.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Especially in these situations when it's just the two of you. Sometimes there's just, or three of you in a room. It's okay to end the scene. If you got a third person in there, it's good. They can be the outside eye and just call scene if you run it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But don't ever be afraid to do that. Don't ever be afraid to edit a scene, because as improvisers, that's a big part of our job, is to kill scenes, right? This is such an important job. This is our superpower. Our superpower is really not creating new scenes. It's killing bad scenes or scenes that are done, because there's no way to know. So we just have to end them. And a lot of times improvisers go, I don't know what's going to come after this, so I'm afraid to end what's happening. I'd rather live in what is already happening that is kind of low energy and not working anymore, right? Then edit it and get out. The best thing we can do for our scene partners is when they hit a high note, get them out of there and start the next scene. Stepping into that unknown is our real the real talent, I think, behind the craft. We're always going to make something new. We're always going to have something else. I've always got something ready to go because I'm making it up as I go along, so I'm good. Cool. Great question. Any other questions about anything we've done so far? Any insights?
It was fun.
Fun. I'll accept that. Fun. Getting us big and loud, getting out there and just, this is just a fun game to play. There's a fun improv game that I can't do online, only because forward and reverse doesn't work very well on Zoom. But I love, there's forward and reverse, right? Where you do a scene forward and then the caller says reverse and you have to do the scene backwards, right? And say your lines and do things backwards. You don't say your lines backwards, but you kind of say the lines that you said in a reverse order.
Can I say something?
Yeah, please.
I saw your post on Facebook with the toilet. It's overflowing, that reverse and forward one. That was that. Oh God, that was so funny.
Yeah, that's a good one. I will always repost that when it comes up. But that was the point I was going to make was there's another short form game called Forward in Verse. And it's forward and reverse, but when you're going in reverse, you have to do it like Shakespeare. But only in reverse. It's complicated. It's just one of those really complicated games. So anyway, we're not playing it, so I shouldn't talk about it. All right, let's do this. I'm going to have you jump in with another partner. And here's something I want to try. It's a little different. I want to kind of approach you're working with your scene partner, and I want to use names as a way to do that. But before we do that, I'm going to tell you I'm not going to tell you what you're going to name your scene partner. You'll decide that, but I'm going to give you the prompt. And I don't want you to say anything, but I want you to take a minute to think about it. So I want you, in the next scene that you're going to do, and in the next coming scenes, I want you to name your scene partner the name of your very best friend. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a very best friend, but it could also be a very good friend. I have, I mean, we're adults. We have multiple friends that we're very close with. So I want it to be one of those people, right? So for me, for example, I might name a scene partner Kyle. And for me, that name carries with it not just the name, but I'm specifically naming my scene partner my best friend. Now, they might not be my best friend in the scene, but in my mind, they are. That's what I want you to do. I want you to name them your best friend. So for me, I'll do a scene, and I'll name them my best friend. I'll also use that information about my best friend to help inspire the scene. So for example, Jay, let's do a quick little example of this. I'll start a scene, okay? So I'm going to say to Jay, Kyle, this Lamborghini is sick. I can't believe you got a Lamborghini.
Well, Brian, you were the one who asked me to buy a Lamborghini. I already had a Tesla, but you wanted me to buy a Lamborghini.
Yeah, because I know you love them. I know you always dreamed about one, and now that you're a millionaire, you can have one. Why not live that dream?
Well, you've always told me to save, 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 and now you're telling me to spend, spend, spend.
I said save for a Lamborghini. All right.
That part I didn't.
Good scene. Nice. So that's all. Just I want you to notice that there's, at least for me, I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm talking to my best friend, and so the energy and the context of that is coming out too. I want you to let that out. All right. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Jay, was that a best friend, close friend?
Actually, my cousin.
Cousin. Cool. Okay. Yeah. If you're really close with a family member, great point. Doesn't have to be it can be related. You can be related. All right. Here we go. Recreate. Awesome. All right. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, I love this exercise. I think this is such a good one because whenever you're not sure, this is one of those things that we're always trying to invent names. We're always trying to create different names out of thin air, and you can always pull from the context of your own life. Always, especially with improv, because this is our chance to let a lot of who we are out into our art, and I think that's an important thing to do. So when you're doing improv scenes, if you're not sure what to name people, or you're feeling a little lost, call them by the name of a best friend, a very, very close relative, whatever you want. And I think that's going to help because it's going to add that emotion and that connection because names are super important, and the names of important people to you are going to bring out more. And it's going to make it automatic. That's what I like. I just want the acting part to be automatic. So the emotion comes out when we do stuff like that. Okay, we're going to let them play, and we'll be back in a little bit. Did we have a good time? Good. Good. All right. Look at everybody just getting the most of it, squeezing out those last 10 seconds.
Well, Lisa and I had a really, really enjoyable scene that was bordering on espionage, but there. Yeah.
All right, nice. I like a little espionage in our improv scenes. Very good. Welcome back, everybody. Any questions, comments? Yes, Cheryl?
All right, wait, Andrew. Tell me
over-
you call your best friend Pop-Tart.
Yeah.
Why?
From high school.
Huh?
From high school. She married my best friend.
I love
Then
that.
you call her Pop-Tart?
I called her Pop-Tart.
That's great, though. You know,
Why?
that's a good nickname. It's good.
Because it was different.
Okay.
I don't
curious.
think you're okay with it at all, Cheryl.
I
I think court is in session. What's
Captain
happening?
Kangaroo, but I couldn't call you Captain Kangaroo because it didn't work. So I had to use Pop-Tart.
It just took me off guard.
Oh,
I've not heard a nickname of Pop-Tart before.
that's a good. There's not enough nicknames in improv. It's important we have nicknames.
It
We
was
should call
interesting.
each other. Yeah.
It was an interesting scene. Yes, Greg?
Absolutely. And I even chimed in. I was like, hey, Pop Tart. I was like, I've never said that. I just had to go with it. So now I'm going to call everybody I see on the street Pop Tart.
Just remember, Pop-Tarts are sweet on the inside.
On
Maybe
the
that's
inside.
why.
You don't know me, Andrew.
One of my favorite improv scenes, the scene partner, I was teaching, and one of my students called another student T-shirt. That was just his
T-shirt.
name. It was one of my favorite scenes, just because his name was T-shirt. It was just the guy. He was just a guy. He wasn't a T-shirt. His name. That was just his street name. I thought that was just so fun. All right, well, everybody, it's 9:00. We did it. I hope you had fun. I had a good time. We've only got one more of these left. So only one more time, just for the summer. Take a quick little break. It's too hot. It's too hot. We got some stuff to do. We're planning some things out in the real world. We're getting together with some different places to see where we can teach and where we can do some shows and some mixers. I want to do some mixers where we can all get together and stay and play together and do some stuff. So if you're here, Jay, I'll get a plane ticket for you, buddy.
I know. I was just going to say that.
Yeah. But yeah. So, oh yeah. Who else? Well, let's maybe it would be easier. Yeah, we're from out of town or outside of Florida. Who's from outside of Florida? Anyone else?
Right now, I'm 5 hours north of you guys. Right now, about 4.5 hours north.
All right.
But
all right.
I will travel down. I will travel down for class like once a month if it's worth it, because I haven't got going with groups up here in Gainesville yet. But
I didn't know you were up in Gainesville now. Okay.
yeah, I'm halfway between Gainesville and Ocala. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Mm.
Cool.
But yeah,
I'm in Lake Worth, Greg. Although I'm not weekdays, I'm not going to be able to go to, unfortunately, live things. So if there's ever socials or things that are on weekends, I might be able to manage it. I'm an only parent to an 11-year-old boy, so
Bring them
that's why
along.
I'm like sad. I'm
Bring 'em
going to miss the Zoom.
well,
Aw.
bring the boy.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
Well,
just
we'll
improv.
see how it works out because he does school's Wellington. Middle school's going to be in Wellington, but swim is in East El Rey, right near old school. So we'll see what happens
Sure.
with homework and stuff.
Sure. I think it's great that even if we, just that we get together, the fact that we've all been able to kind of get together and stay somewhat in contact and meet new friends while we're doing this, I think is the most important thing. One last, so there's only 2 classes left, 1 class left and 1 pitch left. If you liked class, it's of course 100% free. I'm just glad you're here. It's great to be able to work with you. But if you want to throw a couple dollars our way to help pay for hosting fees and whatever and keep the lights on, I put the little link in there, the PayPal link. So whatever you want, it's there. Pitch over. Also, sign up for our newsletter if you haven't done that. And other than that, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. It's been a
Okay.
pleasure.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Anthony.
All right.
Anthony.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.